Hi, welcome to the Leonardo kitchen. I am Aditi Khanna and I, along with Chef Leonardo, will be demonstrating pasta in Makhani sauce. For this recipe, I am using Leonardo Penne Rigate and I am also using Leonardo Olive Oil, which is neutral in flavor and aroma, and it has a very high smoking point which makes it ideal for Indian cooking. The rest of the ingredients are, I'll be using squared capsicum, some cottage cheese cubes, 1 tablespoon of very finely chopped garlic, salt and pepper to taste, and coriander for final garnishing. For the makhani sauce, we have two kinds of puree. One is the homemade tomato puree and one is the ready-made tomato puree. We will also use about 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup. There is cashew nut paste, there is cream, there is milk, some Indianized spices which is dhania powder and bhuna jeera powder and some garam masala. There is salt and red chili powder, a hint of sugar and a hint of red tandoori color, and 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, and again a hint of kasuri methi for the recipe. Now we heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil, which is a good thing because we get to use only 1/3 of the quantity of any other regular oil, which has a huge health benefit since we get to eat less oil. Once the oil is adequately hot, we will be adding 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, this is the first step towards making your makhani sauce. Now this makhani sauce can also be used to make your paneer makhani or your butter chicken. It is the same makhani sauce, the recipe remains the same, just the quantity gets increased. Once the ginger garlic paste is slightly brown in color, we will first add the homemade tomato puree. Now this homemade tomato puree is made by blanching about 3 to 4 tomatoes in a pan of boiling water. Once they are a little soft, you peel them, you put them in a grinder, and then you sieve them before using them in the recipe. You sieve them because then you get to avoid the seeds in the makhani sauce. The makhani sauce has to be like butter. It has to be really soft in texture. So now this tomato is going to take about 5 minutes to dry up. Now the homemade tomato puree has dried up, and the next step is to add the ready-made tomato puree along with all the spices. In this case, this is kasuri methi, the salt and the red chili powder, and the dhania powder and the garam masala. Once this mixture is slightly cooked, we are going to add the tomato ketchup, and cook it for a couple of minutes. What we also need to do is add a hint of sugar because we are using a lot of tomatoes in the recipe. So sugar balances out the acidity of the tomatoes. And to give it a nice makhani color, I will be using a hint of ready-made tandoori color. This gives a nice reddish orange color to the recipe. Now the tomato mixture is well cooked. What we need to do now is add the cashew nut paste. The cashew nut paste was made by using 2 to 3 tablespoons of cashew nuts, and along with a little bit of water, they were ground in a mixer. Cashew nuts add flavor to the gravy, and since we are using no onions in this recipe, they will also help bind the gravy. Now once this is done, you can put the gas on slow because it is time to add the cream. This is about 3 to 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. Mix it well. And before you add milk to your makhani sauce, you need to wait for this to cool down. So I will put off the flame and wait for it to cool down. If you add milk to the hot makhani sauce, then the milk may curdle. I will take 1 tablespoon of olive oil, heat it in a pan, and brown some chopped garlic. I have 1 tablespoon again of chopped garlic, which gets browned in the oil. After it has acquired a certain amount of color, I am going to add cottage cheese cubes, brown it a bit, add the square capsicums. I am using green capsicums in this recipe. Whenever you saute cottage cheese. Make sure that you saute it on very high heat, otherwise the cottage cheese leaves water, and by the time the water dries up, the cheese becomes leathery. So it's a good idea to always handle cottage cheese on very high flame. And one never overcooks capsicums, because if they're overcooked, they lose their color as well as their flavor. Now what you need to do is, when the cottage cheese is slightly brown, this is how we want it, we are going to add the makhani sauce which we prepared earlier. And add the pasta to it. We are also going to add some seasoning, which is salt and black pepper, which is coarsely grounded. So here goes the salt and the black pepper. And since it is an Indian recipe, we are going to use coriander for garnishing. This is the recipe for pasta and makhani sauce. So last but not the least, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of yellow butter. And this completes our recipe for pasta and makhani sauce. So we have our pasta and makhani sauce ready.